Hello plant community, thanks for tuning into this channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Pam, and for those of you that keep coming back, thank you as well. So I'm going to jump right into this video, you guys. From the thumbnail you can see that I'm about to just talk about Hoyas today. Now a few months ago, or very recently, I showed you guys my entire Hoya collection. Now I did a count, you guys, because I think in that video I kind of like just guessed the amount of Hoyas that I had, but I actually did a physical count. And I have about 30 Hoyas in my home. Now in the 30, there may be like propagations in some of the same types, but I do have a vast, I guess, different varieties in my collection. And I thought it would be fun if I could try to share with you guys the top 5 of the Hoyas that I'm feeling right now in my collection. And you know, I don't even know what I was thinking, you guys. I know it was 30, so I said 5. Okay, that's like what, yeah, a little bit over 10% of the collection. It was really hard for me to do, you guys, because at this point I might as well go ahead and admit it. I am a Hoya head because I really do love Hoyas. They're very easy care. 2, if people aren't into Hoyas, I don't know, what are you thinking? But I'm thinking that I love the feel of some of these Hoyas. I love the leaf shape. The venation of these Hoyas is just superb. Structure, leaf size, the way that they trail. And of course, if you're able to get any of these beautiful Hoyas to bloom, they're supposed to produce different kind of flowers, and it's real interesting to look at it as well as smell, because some of them do have fragrances. I'm over the top about Hoyas, so it was really hard for me to pick 5 out of the collection because I do love all of them for different reasons, and they pull at my heartstrings in different directions. But I was able to single it down, and let's just jump right into it. So in no particular order, you guys, I'm just going to share with you this baby specimen. I can't wait for it to get full, you guys. And this is my Hoya here I go with these names. Coriana Black. Guys, look at the baby leaves. But look at the different colors. Like, it's so beautiful. I don't know if I can get like a fuller pot of this or a bigger specimen. I'm satisfied with the specimen, don't get me wrong, because I've been shopping around for this, and I don't think the price of these for this one is coming down. They're still pricey, at least from what I could see, for a bigger specimen of this. So I'm very excited to just have it as part of my collection, period. And as you can see, you guys, have multiple like growth points if I wanted to, which I'm not, at least not now, because we're entering the winter phase where all our plant babies tend to take a rest. I'm not going to chop it up, but if I think I may go ahead and do it when the next growing season come up, and just chop it and prop it and see what happens. But I love the daintiness of the leaves, and when it really does get sun stressed, it will really like show the different hues of color. It's like a purplish dark color with splashes of silver in it. Very beautiful plant. Super excited about this one. My next plant, you guys, defines the venation in leaves when it comes to Hoyas that I am attracted to, and that would be my Hoya Calista Fowler. You guys, dang, look at that venation. I don't know, I just love that subtleness of the lime green color and that x-ray like veining in the leaf itself. I mean, I'm looking at it right now as the light is like hitting it from behind. It really does give me like an X-rated vibe. And I look, you guys, I just put it in this terracotta pot that I kind of like designed a little bit. You know, I always say less is a whole lot. You know, I love terracotta pots, and they are very beautiful pieces in my personal opinion by themselves. But every so often the creative side of me comes out and I decide I want to go ahead and try to like spruce it up a little bit. And this is just, like I said, a quick fun little project that I put together, but it gives me everything that I'm looking for, that earthiness about it, and it pairs so well with the leaves on this beautiful plant. Look at, I mean, guys, oh my gosh. Like, look at that. It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful plant. I just love it so much. But just check it out. Oh, man. You know, like I said, I get these plants that talk to me, and I get them and I try to put them in the best areas in my home where I think that they're going to thrive. And when you have a large collection, you really don't, you know, as you go on about your life, you do take care of your plant babies, and you do admire them for a split second, and you move on to the next. So when I sit down here with you guys and talk to you about some of the favorite plants in my collection, this is literally like my opportunity to actually look at the plant for the beautiful specimens that they are. And I am just like admiring this plant like as if this is the first time I've seen it. I don't know. Do plants bring joy to you guys like that? Because they do to me. Always have. I don't know why, but I don't know. Ah, stunning. But moving on. My next one, you guys. I just recently got this plant, and I'm so glad that I got it. And I got this plant because of the different structure of the leaf. It looks so funky to me. I just had to get it, and you know, I couldn't beat the price range that I got it. And this is my Hoya, what is this? This is the Cadada Sumatra. Guys, my God, look at that. It's something about the darkness of the leaves. The leaf feels, believe it or not, even though it doesn't really look like it, because I thought, when I saw pictures of this plant, you guys, I thought the leaves were a little bit thicker. But to my surprise, they feel a little bit thinner than what I'm used to feeling in a Hoya leaf. But it is still, you know, very, I guess, strong in structure. If that's how you want to characterize a plant. I don't know. But guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Man, you know what, first of all, if every leaf looked like this, I mean, this plant is to die for. I don't know what it is. I just think it's so funky. And I have it hooped up on this makeshift. I do a lot of makeshift little trellis things for my Hoya and just clamp it on with these decorative clamps. But it has been growing vines, and I just believe that come next growing season, it's just gonna, when it takes off, you guys, just imagine, take a walk down imaginary lane with me, this completely covered in leaves, looking like this. Ah, guys, if y'all are not into Hoyas, I don't know if this is making you second guessing. You know what? I might just go ahead and purchase a couple of them, or at least one. Guys, you should try it. They're beautiful specimens. I love this plant to death. This doesn't just, talking to me tremendously. Now, these last two plants I have is probably my oldest Hoyas that I have. And I'm going to show you this first one here. This is probably the oldest. I've had it for, you know, I'm just going to stop giving you guys time frames. I don't know when I got this plant now that I think about it, but I've had it for years now, and I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you. Bear with me, you guys. It's kind of tricky pulling it out. Come on now. Oh my God, it's, y'all, it done grew. Wait a minute, wait. Oh, there it is. Figured it out. Okay, guys, you ready? Here we go. Guys, look at this. Would you look at it? the Hoya Crimson Princess, and man, it's kind of heavy. I'm sorry. Just turning it around for you guys. This is the one, I think I posted this. I can't even remember if I did it on my Instagram. I probably did. Where I kind of like just took 2 bamboo stakes and used like this floral wire to create the curve. And I wanted, it was already on a ring trellis, but I don't know, I was falling out of love with the look of it. So I took the ring trellis out and I decided to create this. And I wanted to see what it looks like. And now it's so full, you guys. I don't have it hanging any longer. I used to have it hanging here in my sunroom, hanging right in front of the southeast facing window, southwest, whatever, south facing something. But where it was getting that brightest of all lights. And it's still in here, but I have it sitting actually on the floor in my little decorative bamboo pot. That's actually a floor plan. Let me pull it out and put it in there so you guys can wait a minute, get the feel that I'm, wait a minute, it's getting long, you guys. I gotta be careful, I don't want to snap any of the leaves. There it is. But look, you guys, isn't that cool? I mean, it's still trailing down even after I got it. I mean, it took me a while to unravel the stalks. And I mean, it's constantly growing. Now, as wild as this looks, you guys, and as full as it looks, magically, this is one of the Hoyas, even though it's my oldest one, has not flowered for me yet. And which is fine because I love the foliage. I love, let me show you this side. You guys, it's just a stunner. Look at the, I mean, it's stunning. It is stunning. And when I got this plant, I found it by miracle chance at Home Depot this time. I can't believe it. Home Depot, one of the rarest places where you would find a gem, at least in the ones in my area here. But I had brought this, I came across it. This thing was like 16 bucks, you guys. And at the time, when I found it for 16 bucks, it was a steal because, I mean, you could buy probably a very small specimen of this plant and it wasn't no 16 bucks. I promise you that. But when I saw this, I was like, man, you're not going to get anything for that price. And ever since I brought it into my home, it's done nothing but grow. And I mean, it's just non-stop. And look at it. Very whimsical feel. You know, I get that fairy tale feeling when I look at this plant, and I just love it. It's like, oh man, it's like the icing on the cake. Let me sit this down before I hurt this plant. It's just so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now my last plant, you guys, which is another one of my oldest. I think I may have had this plant first before I even got the plant that I showed you guys. And this is my Hoya pubicalis. You guys, look at this. And I mean, you guys, it's so cute built up like this. At first I had this hanging in here. I want to say, was it springtime? I don't know. At some point in time I did have this plant hanging in here. And I had it hanging actually near the window. But what I noticed, you guys, I think it was getting a little bit too much light because the leaves to me was becoming a little chlorotic. Meaning that the green in its leaves was fading away. So I thought at that time, even though it was growing out all these tendrils and things like that, and I really haven't had any issues, I didn't like the way that the leaves started looking. So at the time, I thought about maybe pulling it back, like figuring out a way for me to actually put it a little bit furthest away from the windows and see what happens. But to be honest with you guys, I just didn't have the space for it. So I decided to actually have this one hanging in my bedroom, and it's, I don't know what direction of the light, you know, I can't remember the direction of the lighting in all my windows of the house, so I do apologize for that, but it's not as intense of a lighting as one would get in this room here, and it's getting that dappled light And I don't know. So it was starting to become like the tendrils was like reaching out. And where I had it, it was almost like near my bed. And at times when I would get out of the bed, you guys, these darn tendrils, they sharp, you guys. You got to watch out. They wind up poking me in the eye. And I said, you know what, I got to do something about this before I wind up hurting myself behind these plants. So I decided I did the same theory with this one. I took two like green bamboo stakes. And this is like the green floral wire that you could actually buy. At least I brought these. I think if it wasn't at Michael's, you definitely can find these at the dollar store in their floral section, and they're very pliable. And I just bent it, and I took all the tendrils and just wrapped it all around, and I think it turned out great. I decorated the nursery pot, and I don't know, it's just speaking to me. I love the elongated leaves. That's something that you don't see too often, but one can appreciate. You guys, look at that. Look at the foliage. And also too, this has subtle speckleness in it. Now, from my distance here, it doesn't look like the camera is picking it up. I hope that you guys can see it. But if you're familiar with pubic calyxes, you understand what I mean about the speckleness. But this plant, yeah, is probably one of, I want to say, yeah, guys, I think this is the first Hoya that I've ever brought. So I am feeling it. I can't wait for it to really fill up here. Like I said, this year, from what I could see, it's done a lot of focus with the tendrils. So I think come next growing season, the next step for this plant is they're going to focus on pushing out more leaves. And I just couldn't be any happier. If it doesn't push out any leaves as rapidly as I've seen some of my Hoyas growing, then I know that it's more or less probably the lighting. But I don't even know. I love the way that it's hanging in my macrame pot in my bedroom. And I really wouldn't want to move it. It hasn't been giving me any problems. So if it's a slow grower, I'm okay with it because I really love the style that I got it in now. It's very beautiful and it's very full, and it's just becoming a plant, a statement piece all on its own. And that's what I really admire about this plant and why I chose it to be one of my top 5s. So that's pretty much wraps up the video, you guys. Let me know, for all your Hoya heads out there, if you had to choose between your Hoya collection, you know, share with me what's some of your top faves when it comes to your Hoya collections. And if those of you who may not even have a Hoya in your collection, I encourage you guys to try like one of them at least. Some people, which I think is, you know, you're entitled to your opinion. I just think it's kind of, I don't know. People say that, oh, I hear that people say Hoyas are kind of plain. I don't know. I just find beauty in a whole lot of things. It's all about what you are visualizing, and I like things that are different and stand out. You know, dare to be different. Why not? What's wrong with that, right? It shouldn't be anything wrong with that. But yeah, you guys just comment below. Let me know what y'all think about Hoyas, your viewpoints, anything. You know, always, I'm always thankful for dialoguing with you guys. So keep in mind, you guys, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planting things, hit that subscribe button. Give me big thumbs up, please. That really helps my channel. If you really want to give me some form of support, I really appreciate that. Give me a thumbs down. You're entitled to your opinion. I respect it all either way. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world, you guys. And until next time, much love. Bye.